First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Yahweh is who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Ba'ashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. And that's on the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today's videos, I wanted to go back to the basics and go into how the Hebrew Israelites today are at a low estate. Okay, the Hebrew Israelites, which are the so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans as a collective, we are at a low estate. Okay, and the reason we're at the bottom of society, right? You see brother killing brother, right? You see the woman being a complete degenerate, being a prostitute in the streets, as it says in Amos, is because of the curses of disobedience, right? When you go read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai said, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Right? And from verse 15 to verse 68, okay, are all the curses that the Israelites were put upon them, right? And every single one, a majority of these curses we are still under today, right? The Israelites, the true Israelites, are still under the curses today, okay? As it says in verse 46, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever," right? So the curses were supposed to be on the Israelites, right? So they can be an identifying marker on who the Israelites are, right? You're supposed to be able to read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and look in the world and pinpoint that to a specific group of people, right? And hey, the only people that fit that bill is the so-called Latinos, Negroes, and the Native Americans, right? And it says, "And for a wonder," right? People were supposed to look at us and be like, "Damn, right? These people are destroyed. Damn, these people are completely gone." Right? Look at how the woman acts, right? Completely out of order. Doesn't want to listen to her man, right? Jumping from different man to man to man, right? You got all these Israelite men out here being fucking simps, out here being fucking momos, right? That's a wonder, right? When you actually go into part of why the law was given to us, right? When you go into it, one of the reasons was so that the other nations will look at us in awe, right? The nations were supposed to look at us following the law, statutes, and commandments and be like, "Damn, what a wise people these people are," right? In Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5, it says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of these nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people," right? So that's what the nations were supposed to think when they looked at us, right? Following the commandments. They were supposed to think, "Damn, these people are wise as fuck." You know what they said about you're not supposed to get with your brother's wife? You know, that kind of makes sense. You know how they say you're not supposed to lie? You're not supposed to be an idolater, right? You're not supposed to commit murder. You know, that kind of makes sense. All the pork, not eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. All right, it makes sense because those animals are the bottom feeders. You know, these people are kind of wise, man. We should probably follow them. That's what the nation was supposed to think. It says, "For what nation is there so great, with God so nigh unto them, as Yahweh our God is in all things that we call him for? And what nation is there so great, that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?" Right? Because when you go into it, all the laws, statutes, and commandments are beneficial, right? All of them are beneficial. Even if you don't understand the reason why the Lord said to do a specific thing, it's for your benefit, right? It's not for your destruction. So going back to topic of the video, the Israelites are at a low estate, right? And it says that in Lamentations chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, "How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every stream. the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? Right, so it says that, hey, the Israelites, the sons of Zion, at one point, hey, we were comparable to fine gold. Right, we were the top of the top of the top, the creme de la creme. Right, but hey, it came to a point where it says, hey, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers? Right, we were in a state where we were fine gold, but now we're seen as earthen pitchers. Right, nothing, dust, the bottom of the barrel. And that's what you see when you look at all these hoods, these barrios. Okay, this is what you see right here. This is from the Kendrick Lamar To Pimp a Butterfly album cover. But hey, this picture is all of Kendrick's homies in the hood. Right, and this is how they act. Right, all shirtless, money on their ears, tongue out, acting a fool, screaming. Baby is just running rampant. Right, this is Jake. Right, this is the earthen pictures that it's talking about. Right, all these people here are focused on drugs and killing their brothers, committing adultery. That's all they know, and that's all they want to do. Right, they actually get a nut off from getting with another nigga's wife. Right, that actually it turns them on. Right, getting with another nigga's wife. And hey, it turns out that a lot of these niggas, they act all hard and all hood, but when you come to find out, hey, they're smashing their homeboys. These niggas are actually gay. So, hey, all that tough shit is just a facade. Right, Jake is completely through. Right, and on the flip side of it, when you go to search up the females, right, what do you see? Megan Thee Stallion. Right, this is what's promoted. A fucking whore with their titties out, ass out. Right, what else do you get promoted? You get promoted Cardi B. Right, these are the so-called idols of America, idols of the Israelites. It's to be like this. Right, what else do you have? A sexy red. Right, this is what the young generation wants to be like. Prostitutes. Right, that's those fine gold. Sons of Zion compared to fine gold being esteemed as earthen pitchers. Right, what you see right here was part of the curses. Right, it says how your woman was going to be a harlot in the street. In Amos, chapter 7 and verse 17, it says, "Therefore thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city." Right, and harlot means prostitute. "And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land." Right, we're seeing all that today. Right, the Israelite woman is a complete thought. She'd rather go to the club, right, throw ass for 30 minutes an hour, right, all stank, okay, than take care of her children at home. Okay, that's what they'd rather do. It says, "And thy land shall be divided by line." Right, what do you see right now in Israel? The land is divided by line. Right, people that are not even the chosen people, the Israelites, right, are fighting over the land. Right, you have the so-called Jewish, right, which those people are not the true biblical Israelites. They are the biblical Edomites. They're imposters. Right, and they're fighting with the so-called Palestinians, right, which those Palestinians go back to Ishmael. They're Ishmaelites. Right, so what are they doing right now? They have divided the land. They have divided the land. Right, that's part of the prophecies. Right, so we're seeing it all play out right now. Let's get another one. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6, it says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place." Right, so right now, folly, wickedness, is set in great dignity. Right, people look at wickedness as the thing to do. Right, here in Babylon the Great, it's okay to be a homosexual. It's okay to be a lesbian. It's okay to chop off your rod. Right, go read Leviticus. Right, it talks about how if any man chops off his member, he shall not be let back into the congregation. Right, you can't chop off your rod. But that's push now, right? They could turn a penis into a vagina. Right, so folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Hey, that rich is talking about the Israelites, right? Because we are the true chosen people, right? The apple of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's eye. And right now, we are at a low estate, the bottom of society. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Right? Same thing we've been going over. Right? Servants upon horses. And that's going into all these other nations. Right? These heathens, these Edomites, Ishmaelites, right? In English terms, so-called Chinese, so-called white, so-called Arab. Right? All these nations are on top. Right? But in actuality, they're supposed to be our servants. Right? And that's actually what's going to happen when the kingdom of heaven is established. Right? Starting with who this world calls Jesus. Right? Yahushua leading it. Right? Go read Revelation, the 2nd chapter. Right? Let's get that real quick. Right? Because a lot of people don't believe the scriptures. So let's read it ourselves. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. It says, And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. Right? So what does that show you right there? And that shows you a hierarchy. Right? And the hierarchy is that the Israelites are going to be on top and these nations are going to be under us. Okay, and we are going to do whatever we want to them. They are going to be our servants. So going back to Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7, it says, I have seen servants upon horses. These other nations right now are upon horses, right? They're ruling the world in a high position. And princes walking as servants upon the earth, right? Those precious sons of Zion, the Israelites, the princes, walking as servants, right? We're at the bottom of society, right? And people always say, damn, no matter what I do, I feel like I can never catch a break. The reason you can't catch a break is because we are under the curses. Okay, it says that no matter how much you try to do anything you wanted to do, right, to succeed, right, you're majority of the time gonna fall short. Everything happens for a reason, right? It's not just that you're slacking or you just have bad luck. No, the Lord does everything for a reason. And like I said, Deuteronomy, last one, chapter 28, another place where it says it. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 43, it says, The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Right? So wherever we were at, the people around us, they were always going to be above us. Right? Always. And we were going to be at the bottom. So that's why we see this right here. Right? Our people are at a low estate. Low estate. And we are the laughing stock of the entire world. When these Arabs that have their 4 wives in order, okay, look over at America and they see what's going on here, they completely laugh. When they see the Negro man killing his brother, they completely laugh. Right? Because they know that's not how things are supposed to operate. They think, damn, how can these people keep on doing this? Right? Generation after generation, can they not get their shit together? Soon it's all going to end, though. Hey, hopefully this is edifying. With that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone, the time of this truth. Shalom to your elect. Shalom.